Hi, I'm Brandon from High Anxiety. This is we're in quarantine. So today what I'm going to do is I am going to unbox all these amazing figures that I've been sitting on for a long time. So I've got the original 4 in the movies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I also have these are empty boxes because I actually opened these up a long time ago when they first came out, and I am a hoarder. I'm working on not being a hoarder, and I think I'm going to do it today. I think this video is going to allow me to toss these boxes because I don't need them. I don't need to keep space, and that's all there's to it. So these are going to get pushed to the side. As our channel name suggests, I am filled with anxiety, so getting rid of the boxes is pretty tough for me. But first, let's start. We got Leonardo, fantastic. So one thing that I don't like about these figures is I'm really big into toy photography. I'm gonna get back into it. But it's kind of hard to move these figures. They are a little hard to pose. Like for example, that's about all good because of the shell right here. So I love these, and I'm going to try to figure out how to make some good solutions to displaying these guys. But yeah, I definitely want to do some toy photography with this line. I also bought my wife the Golden Girls line, so I want to just do some mixed match stuff, and I have a lot of horror figures, so look forward to that, hopefully. So Raphael, not Raph in Disguise, unfortunately. I was hoping to have that for today's video, but that's how it goes. Again, like I think they mostly have the same body. There's different designs, different textures on them, but I just love these turtles. Growing up, we had these guys. I actually am trying to retrace or to put these back in my collection. I want to find all these complete. This is one that I found at a yard sale, but it's definitely not complete. Missing belt, missing bandana, missing weapons, all that stuff. But these were like the best toys when they first came out. When the movie came out and then these came out, it was just like, man, these are fantastic. And I stopped playing with the original turtles and play with these only because they just look so good. And comparing the two, you just see, one, it's a lot taller, but yeah, I absolutely adore these figures. And this figure right here is what we had, but this is what I imagine it looking like, because when you're a kid you look back on these rose-colored goggles and you're like, man, best toys ever, and you look at it later, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that's what it looked like. But when you're a kid and this is all we had, imagination just took off with it. So I want to get these again. But so again, we have Leonardo, we have Raphael, we got Donatello, which Donatello is one of the coolest ones. It's got these little ties on the back. I love the bow staff. I love that it's I just love it. I love that it's not overly thick like the action figures are. It's just looks good. And then my favorite, we got Mikey. Mikey's my favorite. But yeah, it's a good quality line of figures. And I want to do a lot with it. Got the thumbs up. But the bandanas, they all move. They come out. I've got extra hands. I've got pizzas. It's all good. Alright, so for actual unboxing, I'm going to start with Splinter. I've had this for a while. Let's get a knife. I'm gonna throw these away, so I don't know why I'm being so careful with it, but I might do something with it. I don't know. That's hoarder mentality. I'm gonna save this for a craft. I'm gonna save this for something. I'm in a NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles group, and one guy said he's taking these pictures and making magnets out of them. And I'm like, that's cool. So I might do that. I don't know. Splinter comes with the nunchucks. This is different than the Michelangelo one. So the Michelangelo one is actual string for twirling and bending around. This one is wire, which is pretty cool. And in the movie, he used this to put Shredder to his doom. So kind of nervous about doing too much of that. I don't want it to break. Of course, he comes with pizza slice, just like the rest of the turtles did. He's got his TCRI, even though in the movie it's TGRI. And finally, we have Splinter. Oh, I love this so much. It's got little feet, so I'm kind of nervous it's not going to stand up very well. But I've seen him standing up, so it should be fine. This is really rough material, so that's really cool. Kind of like a burlap sack. I've got a string hanging off, so I'm not happy about that. So let's fix that real quick. Wrecking it. Wrecking it! Alright. Now, he doesn't need to move too much. Oh my god, this is a mess. There's so many strings on here. There we go. Looks a little better. Alright, so he does have quite a bit of movement, but honestly, what movement does he need to have? Let's see. So setting him up is a little weird. Imagine the tail bends. Oh, the tail bends. Okay. So here we are. There we go. We got him standing. Now Splinter doesn't need to do too much, so and it's kind of hard to move with the fabric, but like I said, very minimal movement, very minimal poses. It's funny in like the old toys, they always gave him a walking stick. No walking stick here, but and since I like to pose my figures, alright, that's gonna take some time. I might have to put some putty in his hand or something to hold it. This is quality video. We'll see. Alright, so there's Splinter. Dig it. Dig it. Ah! Ah! So I have a plan, and I'm going to create a foot soldier army, and I'm super excited. Especially for photography. So I started buying all of the foot soldiers that I could find. I bought 2 initially with my pre-order from GameStop, the good old days when you could just pre-order the movie Turtles and you could have them when they came in instead of looking for Casey Jones. But anyway, my local GameStop, they were super nice. They told me this box was damaged, and they gave me a nice discount. In the long run, it doesn't really matter, and it was a good deciding factor that I was not going to keep boxes because of the damage that was done with this box. So The one thing though, so again, I bought 2 initially from the pre-order, and then I have a friend that works at GameStop, and he told me that there was another one in, so I grabbed another one. And then my local toy store, they were selling them for not much more than what GameStop had them. So yeah, I bought 5. I hope to have a lot more. I think in total I have 12 Toon Soldiers, so I'm excited about that. This is the bladed weapon foot soldier. So katana, crazy axe. I don't know. Is there a name for that? No. Crazy axe. Size, and then lots of hands and a new bandana. The hands are what's gonna be really cool, that I can swap out with all of my melees, because I have 4 melees. I need to get some more weapons, but bladed weapons, but can mix and match the weapons with them, so that'll be really cool. I didn't cut myself. Oh, look at that. Alright. So we have our katana. Very different from Leonardo's, which is really cool. Just not the same thing, repurposed. So we have our fists. We have our open hands, 2 of those. We've got another bandana, mixed variety. We have different size. So this is a lot different from Raphael's also. These ones are much thicker for their big hands, and the foot soldiers have smaller hands. So I said this wrong. This was holding hands, not fists, because these are the fists. And here's the crazy axe. So, first foot soldier. So I'm anticipating this is going to be a little rough with the. It's pretty good. I like the feel of these. It looks like he's wearing clothes, and not just plastic. It looks really nice. They bend pretty well. So I'm gonna make this one right now just a getting ready to fight, I suppose. I can't make him just sitting there posing because he's a bladed weapon one. So let's take the hands out. And okay, so this just slides off the little armband, so gotta be careful about that. I always get so scared changing hands. I'm gonna break it. So, one cool thing is I can give one of these guys size, or I can give him the axe and just switch it up and make my own melee. But I do want to get another melee, so I have the weapons. Alright, so I'm gonna give him an axe. This is the same axe that causes the fire in April's apartment. The hands are a little more sensitive than I'm used to. I really don't want to break it. There we go. Alright, so we've got our bladed foot soldier. I love it. Love it. Let's give him a stand before we put him in there. There we go. Alright. Melee foot soldier. So he comes off the bat with a loose bow staff, again different than Donatello's. He's got the same nunchuck that Splinter has. Battering things, what are they called? Batons? Batons. Oh! So this is interesting. So it said the same one, it's black though, whereas Splinters was brown. But there's also a chain one with spikes. That's pretty cool. I like that. Pretty much the same hands. I think they actually might be exactly the same. Ow! Alright. I'm back. Okay, so again, I think it's the exact same figure. The head looks a little different. I think one might be rounder than the other one. But, I mean, you can see like the clothing pattern. No, they're different. I don't know. They may be the same. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. So let's make this one have a threatening fist punching action. He's ready. He's ready to go. I'm really excited to see all these lined up. Wish I had more. Huh. So this wasn't supposed to be loose. This was supposed to be in the thing, and it just falls out of some of them. So it fell out of 2, and 2 are sturdy. And the one I've been most excited to open. It also helps that there's a lot of package damage on this too, so not as much as the Foot Soldier's hit, but still. Oh man, I can just see right now, the first thing when I open this up, is that cape just coming out. We're gonna save that for last. The little dagger. And this dagger is what he uses to try to stab Splinter at the end. Shady move. There's a little sheath for the dagger. I'm not sure how it attaches. We'll find out, I guess. We have the spear that he uses to fight turtles with at the end, and also Splinter. Alright, so on Shredder, we have 6 hands, just like everything else. 2 with claws, 2 without, or 3 with claws, 3 without. So we've got our open hand with claw, we've got our fist with claw, grabbing weapon with claw, and then attached to Shredder, he has the closed fists. You can come over here and watch. Alright, so here's Shredder. He's got his claw. So much more than what we had as kids. I know. Tall. Let's see how tall he's compared. This is the turtles. And then I know his mask comes off. Mask comes off to see scarring on his face. So cool. Alright. Oh! Ah! Looks like his mask snaps on. I'm not sure where, but it does snap on. I'd like to know where this little sheath goes. Does it just hold it? I don't know. I have no idea. Here's the cape. Okay, so it's got some some metal wiring. So this goes under here. That's amazing. I love that so much. I didn't get his mask on right. You can tell. There we go. That's fantastic. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thanks for coming. I'm Brandon. This is quarantine. One more thing. I am getting rid of the boxes. So what am I going to do with all of this stuff? I picked this up from Lowe's. Just a little tool accessory drawer for screws and nuts and bolts and stuff like that. And I haven't labeled them yet. I'm going to label them eventually, but this is where I put all my accessories. So you can see some Pennywise here from the original film. You got some new ones. I've got some Nintendo figures. This is all my Revoltech Ninja Turtles. So some Mario and Yoshi hands. Link from Wind Waker. I'm doing all NECA TMNT figures up here, and I'm gonna try to be as consistent as possible. So Leo, this is my Batman vs Ninja Turtles line. And then down here, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. A lot of anxiety about where these things go. These accessories. I got tuned foot soldiers. So I'm going to actually put all of the foot soldiers together. This is where Shredder's going to go. I'll probably put Shredder and Splinter's accessories in there. Let's see, these are all foot soldiers. So here's Shredder's weapons. Go there nicely. I'll put the cape in there. Should fit without too much crumpling. Let's see, here's Splinter's nunchucks. So then this is, I guess, my tuned foot soldiers, but it's gonna be all the foot soldiers. Fit in there. I can just put everything, I just know where everything goes. So I like that. I almost forgot about this. At my local toy store, I traded in a bunch of toys that were old and had no sentimental attachments to them, and made some money. And in the process, as I was looking around, I saw this in the glass case. Now, if you don't know what this is a pretty big deal. For me, at least, I don't know. So this was a Loot Crate exclusive figure. I did not subscribe to Loot Crate, so I didn't do anything with it, but found this, and it was a pretty decent price, and pretty excited about it. So inside this box, I'm going to start with the little stuff first and move on. So there is a foot soldier pin, licensed by NECA. There is a foot soldier headband, which is pretty cool. There is a Channel 3 news shirt, graffitied by the foot, which I love. Not my size, but it's okay. Makes it easier to not wear it because this is more of a collector's item. And this is the coolest thing. So this is the Spirit of Splinter. And I can't open this as much as I really want to, but look at that guy. He's got a stick with some marshmallows being toasted for s'mores. He's got a bag of marshmallows, and he is the Spirit of Splinter. This reminds me a lot of when I was a kid. I mailed away for, in a box of Fruit Loops, I mailed away for Obi-Wan Kenobi, the ghost, the Force Ghost. This reminds me of it, but it's not translucent like that is, but this is still really cool. I'm sure it's the exact same mold. It's just got this really cool spirit tint to it. The back of the box is a little misleading because that looks like it's a translucent figure, and it does not look like this at all. But that being said, this is still pretty cool. So I like it a lot. This can't be opened, I don't think. I don't really need a reason to open it. I have Splinter already. If I was gonna do like the Spirit of Splinter like picture, I would probably just Photoshop it, just make him translucent. So this is a really cool item that I'm super glad that I found. And I love it. And that's the end again. Bye.